Hello again, Year 6. It's Miss Barnard back with your guided task for Thursday's lesson on missing values using percentages. Now, I have to confess I have messed up my timings again, and I'm now having to watch the Fulham match on mute while I record this video. I will learn at some point to time this all better. So, it's currently 0-0. It'll be fine. So this one is for you to have a go at, really, this question. So it says, if 7 is 10% of a number, what is the number? As in, what is 100%? What is the full amount? Okay, so what is the number means what is the full amount. I've done a bar model, hopefully, to help you. So this is what we're looking for. This missing bit is 100%. We know it's 100% because that means the whole thing, the full amount. But what we don't know is what that value actually is. Okay, so it shows you that 7 is 10%. The question is, can you work out what 100% is just from that information? Done it on the 100 square for you as well. So this top row, this first tenth, this 10% is 7. I want to know the whole amount, the whole of the 100 square. So pause the video, jot it down if you haven't already, have a go, and then I'll go through it now, okay? Oh, I've just realised the little recordy thing is still there. Let's get rid of that. So we are literally doing 7 times by 10. That's it. There is nothing more complicated by that than that. Sorry, this is 7, this is 7, this is 7, 7, 7, 7. There are 10 of them. Oh gosh, there are 10 of them. Because there are 10 tens in 100. 10%. There are 10 of them. 10 times 10 is 100. Down here, this is 7. This is 7. That's 7, etc. All you need to do is 7 times 10. So we do 7 times 10. And you've hopefully already written this down, is 70. So 100% is 70. And we worked that out just because we knew this one thing. 7 is 10%. If you already know 10%, you times it by 10, you're going to end up with 100% because 10% times by 10 is 100%. Okay, hopefully you got that one. Let's have a go at this next one. So this is really if you're on your paper pack, because you'll be able to see the answer on the next slide. So if you're at home, which you obviously are because you're watching this video, please try to work it out without sneaking forward onto the next slide, either on Purple Mash or on the paper pack. Just try and be honest with yourselves, okay? So what I would like you to do is find the whole amount, and all that you know is that 40% of something is 12, okay? I've tried to write that out for you here so you can see what I mean. 40% equals 12. I want you to end up finding 100%. So 40% is 12. What is the whole amount? Now, I've put you in a little hint here. Can you find 10% first? Because if you can find 10% again, you can just times it by 10 like we did on the last one. Okay? There's another clue here. This is what we don't know, but we do know that 40% is 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 40% or 4/10 is 12. So think about, please pause the video and have a go again. Think about just finding 1/10 or 10%. Okay, right, pause the video, have a go. I'm going to assume you've now done that, and I'm going to talk you through, I just fancied a different colour pen. I'm going to talk you through what we should be doing. So we know that 40% is 12. I want 10% now. I'm going to do it over here, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is 12. 40%. If I divide that 12 by 4, you see there's 4 equal parts, I'll end up with 1 equal part. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. So that means that this 1 square here is 3. That 1 square there is 10%. So it works. Well, I mean, it just works. It works mathematically if you think about it. From 40% to 10%, we would divide by 4. 40 divided by 4 is 10. So if we just divide this by 4, 12 divided by 4 is 3, then we've found 10%. So one row on here is 3. Now, if I know 10%, I know that each single one of these squares, I'm not going to do them all this time, is 3. So if they're all 3, I just need to do 3 times 10. So 3 times 10 is 30. That makes this 30. So 40% of 30 equals 12. Okay, now if you don't believe me, we can actually just do that. So 40% of 30, to find 40%, I would divide by 10, find 10%, and times by 4. So 30 divided by 10 is 3, 10% times by 4 for 40%. So 3 times 4 is 12. So we are correct. 40% of 30 is 12. Right, I will just, what was under here? Oh, there we go. Sorry, there were some little hints under there, but I've just gone through them anyway. Here, look, so never mind. 10% is 3, so can we find 100%? Yes, we can. 100% is 30, so 40% of 30, we wrote it in up here, is 12, which is what you end up with on the next slide, okay? So the answer was 30. Okay, so I'll just put that on the next slide for you to see at home. Right. Same thing, be honest with yourself. Have a go first before you look at the next slide, okay? So have a go first before you look at the next slide, either on Purple Mash or on your paper pack. So this time, we've got 30% of something, a missing value, is 60. So 30% is 60. I always find it useful to write it out like this. 30% equals 60. We just don't know what it's 30% of. I've done it the two ways to show you as well. This is the whole amount that we're looking for. This is this empty square that we don't know. But I do know that 30% is 60. Again, this is split into 10%. Look into tenths. And again on your 100 square here. So, suggestion again, can we find 10%? Hopefully we can. If I know that 60 is 30%, if I divide that by 3, there's 3 equal parts here, I'll end up with what 10% is. So 60 divided by 3, little times table connective thinking, 6 divided by 3 is 2, so 60 divided by 3 is 20. I'll do it the same way over here as we did before. So I want 10%. To get from 30 to 10, I would divide by 3. So I'm going to do the same to the 60. We're going to divide by 3. It's a bit like with fractions when you do the same to the numerator and the denominator. We're doing the same to both sides of this equal sign. And 60 divided by 3 is still 20. So 10% is 20. That means that is 20. And then it's straightforward, really, after that. If I know that 10% equals 20, all I need to do is times that by 10. Because 10% times 10 is 100%, and I want the full amount. 20 times 10, you should be shouting at me, is 200. So I'll pop 200 in up there, so you can see, and we'll have 200 in here as well. So 30% of 200 is 60. And just in case you don't believe me, we'll do it the normal way. So 30% of 200, I would find 10% first by dividing by 10. So that would be 20. And then I would times it by 3. 10% times by 3 will give me 30%. That was Tuesday's lesson, Wednesday's lesson, I think. So if I've got my 20, I times it by 3, I end up with 60. So we are correct. 30% of 200 equals 60. So your next slide is just that same answer, so I won't go through that again. It's just exactly what we've just done. Right. Another one for you to have a look at. Have a go at this one. So 20% of something, a missing amount, is 5. I would like to know 100% the whole amount. So if I know that 20% is 5, I know that 1/5 is 5. 20% is the same as a fifth. Okay, which I'm hoping you'll see here. So I know that 20% is 5. Now, if I know that, I should be able to work out everything else. how many lots of 20% make up 100%? So essentially, how many times 20 is 100? Well, I mean, it's literally here, people. 20 times by 5 is 100. So if I know this is 5, 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 there are 5 lots of 20%. 5 lots of 20%. So I could write 20% there just to confuse you. 5 lots of 20%. There you go, just to sort that out. So I've got 5 lots of 5. So 20% of 25 is 5. Okay, 25 is the whole amount. 5 times 5, 25. Again, we'll prove that. So to find 20% of a number, I would divide by 10 and times by 2. So 25 divided by 10, use the line method as you will, is 2.5. If I double 2.5, I end up with 4 over here, and 0.5 times 2 is 1 whole, because that's a half, so it's 1 whole. So I end up with 5. So we are correct. All right, next one. Oh, not next one. Right, I shall do another video for the intelligent practice in a moment.